Here's another problem of the same kind. You're given two sets A and B and you're asked whether A is equal to B. The set A is the set of all numbers n such that n is an integer and n square is less than or equal to 4. The set B is the set of all real numbers x, which also satisfy the property that x square minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. So is the set A equal to the set B? Well, let's write the set A in roster form. So which integers satisfy the property that their square is less than or equal to 4? Well, we just have to look at the integers with a small magnitude close to 0. Among these integers, the square of minus 3 and 3 is 9, and 9 is larger than 4. So we can just forget about all the integers that are smaller than minus 3 and larger than plus 3. The square of minus 2 is 4, which is less than or equal to 4. The square of minus 1 is 1. The square of 0 is 0. 1 squared is 1 and 2 squared is 4. So the square of these 5 integers is less than or equal to 4. So we can write the set S in roster form as minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. Now let's represent B in roster form. Let's solve for this equation. X square minus 3x plus 2 is 0. This can be written as x square minus 2x minus x plus 2 is equal to 0. We are splitting the middle term minus 3x as minus 2x and minus x. This can be written as x times x minus 2 minus 1 times x minus 2 is 0. So x minus 2 times x minus 1 is equal to 0. This means x is either 2 or 1. Since both 1 and 2 are real numbers, they both satisfy the property of belonging to the set of real numbers. So we can represent this set B as 2, 1 in roster form. Now comparing these two sets, we can see that they are not equal because A has extra elements which B doesn't have. So is A equal to B? We say the answer is no. Note that if the number of elements in A is not equal to the number of elements in B, then it is not possible for A and B to be equal. We don't have to even compare the elements. Just looking at the fact that they have different numbers of elements, we know that they can't be the same. But if they had the same number of elements, then we can't say whether or not they are equal or not, because it's possible for two sets to have the same number of elements, but they could still be unequal. So we have to compare them element by element to see whether every element of A is in B and vice versa. And if so, then we can say that the two sets are equal.